way, a little Ardennes Forest hard point, then back over to St. Marie for a scenic look at a French landscape. Then maybe we'll head to Flak Tower for some CTF, and then we'll repeat the first two in games 4 and 5. Rich, for you, eRa, we saw them win the Pro League Challenge last night. Rise look exceptional in week 1. Who you got in this matchup?
You know, I definitely do have Rise, but if we see eRa able to maybe steal one of these hard points, it's going to be tough in the SND either way, but if they're able to steal maybe one of these hard points, steal something in respawn, maybe they have a chance for an upset.
All right, listen, I'm not going to shy away from it. Yesterday, the talk of the town, the duelist
We're going
pistols.
There. We're going there?
I don't know if they'll be brought out here by these teams, but either way, a lot of people were saying, you know, eRa used that. It was their reason they beat these certain teams, the Pro League Challenge. But Optic members, on the other hand, and other members of the community still gave eRa credit. They played good Call of Duty. Can they do that again here right now? Off to a nice little start, 15-4, and control of the scrap time as Rise will rotate towards Ruins.
Yeah, and you can see Rise just going to go straight to Ruins right now, try to get that early rotation. They're going to try to get set up. One of the things is they want to try to hold these spawns as well, thinking ahead to bunker, but eRa going to be able to disrupt that just a little bit as we rotate on over.
eRa up 29-4. I'm starting this game off right away. Ooh, nice little throw there from TJ Haley. Let's go to listening right away. eRa Eternity, Astro Gaming, crank it up!
Guys, make sure we pinch this. I have a stun. I can sit top.
Top hill.
One's at inner bell.
In bell dead.
Huge kill. Nice, let's go.
I'm one shot. I'm stunned.
You're good. I'm coming. You guys work middle.
Sing pillar.
One guy's gonna be you.
He rushed me pillar. Looting pillar.
Where do you go?
Pillar. He got him.
One shot dead. One more on the slope. Nice.
Let's go. Last guy broken. He's
watch broken. I got mid.
Cross. Already crossed.
Hold my mid.
Right there, guys.
Push me close. Go hill. Go.
Nice. Just hold cross, guys. Hold cross. I got double needed. We're good.
Broken one shot.
Kill his teammate. Let's go.
Go
This
top.
huge 30.
Hit him twice.
Rotate when you die. Rotate. I need a top.
You.
You dead.
Nice. Let's get this.
Backside hill. A little weak. Backside
He's
hill.
gonna get me. I'm dead. One shot front. Nice.
No fire cut, man. Right straight up mid in bunker. I need some bunker.
Kill him. Push him fast.
He's in here.
One on
Got him
five.
in mid. Dead bunker. I'm one shot.
Nice. Good up. I have back bell. Make sure you hold mid.
What's fire take?
Fire tank dead.
Nice. Good up.
Nice guys.
I have back
Watching
bell.
your cave.
Yeah, I have enough G in hill. Help him to the back. You can help him in the
I'll
back,
help
yeah.
him
One cabin logs. Held bomb. Cabin logs weak. I'm one shot by nade, yo. Watch me cross cave. You can cross cave.
Just cross to the back. You cross the back.
Did it.
Nice. Spawn out.
Cave, more.
Nice. They're
Yellow
gonna be
one shot, dead. One more front. Pushing front. Two cabins.
Bro, I got
On my
your cross,
mid.
bro. I'll give me mid.
Get hill. No one's on hill.
Can you just get it? He has your cross, bro.
I'm running to hill.
Whoa, forget the eRa communication for a second. I believe Looney just spawned back there. Right at back bunker. And why would eRa ever expect that as it gets 3? I need to watch. I believe Looney just spawned there, but either way, eRa. Rich, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that a big catalyst for this team to be successful is Bevels. He's someone that's really impressed me between weeks 1 and 2.
And the thing is we're going to have to look at Bevels quite a bit, a little bit later on when we actually do get to Flak Tower. So I think quite a bit is going to be on Bevel's plate as we move in this series. But eRa does a pretty decent job there, but you have to go back to what happened to Looney. All of a sudden, at 20 seconds left, on that money hill, able to break for Rise Nation. Now we are completely knotted up as we head over to East Road.
Listen, I've been critiqued before for that spawn that can catch people off guard. I didn't know it was possible when I called Zuma out. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a happy camper with me, but there it looked like Looney got blessed by the COD gods, and because of that, Rise Nation still in this game, up 64-61. Mid lane being held by TJ. Methods holding this powerful position at cabin, and it doesn't get easier than that. 12-5. Rich, Methods for you, because this is your first time really getting involved now in the CWL Pro League. We didn't have you here last week where a lot of us were talking about it, but I want to hear your perspective. Is Methods your most improved player, your standout player so far, however you want to put it, here in Call of Duty World War II?
I said this last night, actually, because Joe and I were talking about Methods just a little bit. There's only one thing that's ever happened on the surface of Earth that you can equate to Methods come up in this season, and it's cryptocurrency. The kid went straight to the moon.
Rich, I'm going to pretend like you never said that, and we're going to move on in this match. Rise Nation up by 10 now. My goodness, where's Maven? Please bring him back here. As, no, it's now 90-73. 5 streak for Methods. Looking for more. He's going to use this fighter pilot to get close to earning another. What's better than one fighter pilot? It's 2, and look at this. He knows they're all pinned back cabin. They're trying to challenge him. Streaks will not be earned. A good break from eRa, at least on the Methods setup, but either way, the damage has been done. Methods goes on a streak, and look at the score now, up by 40.
Yep, now still going to be holding strong inside of cave. 20 seconds remaining. Didn't get the streaks there, but now Gunless is able to get the streaks. Fully streaked out after that kill as well. Gunless still inside the OBJ. Going to find a third one here. He's got 7 so far to work with. Gunless really heating up. Going to find the 8th.
They're not even shooting back at him. It's like he's warming up right now versus recruit bots. 60-second lead. Rise already here on the rotation. They've got more streaks to work with. Rich, you mentioned it. eRa, the worry would probably be in taking one of these respawns. This one at the moment not looking like the case, as everyone is now going off on the side of Rise Nation. Looney, the only one lagging, a little bit behind.
I mean, the thing was, eRa looked phenomenal at the beginning, and it goes down in bunker. That first bunker where we see Looney come in, they're able to break it up, and now it's like Rise Nation has just been awoken, and they're looking so strong. Now they're going to be contesting here, trying to get more time in Ruins, more streaks to work with.
He's doubled up. No, he's doubled up. He had those streaks.
This is insane, though. Gunless 8, 19, and 10. Still going since we saw him last. 12 kills right now.
Folks, he did not use a single of those streaks. He just earned them again on this current life. 19 and 10. Now it's time for the glide bomb. He's looking for maybe a record so far this year in the amount of kills in one life. 13 now for Gunless, as he was 7 and 10. Now 20 and 10 with over a minute in the hard point.
I mean, Gunless looks phenomenal. Methods, we already talked about him. 18 and 9, though. Incredible record. Gunless still going. That's 14. Sitting here just waiting. Said people weren't even shooting back at him. Finally, someone's going to be able to do it. But let's just hear what is going on with Rise Nation. Let's jump over to the Astro listening.
Two front Kevin. The back, watch your bill. I'm behind you. Front Kevin, go middle. Okay, go middle. I'm behind him.
Bucket middle.
I'm side bunker. Fire rally right now, fire rally.
Nading me in the back, guys.
Get on.
No one.
I got hell. I have
Another one in the back, another one in the back.
Back one shot.
Yo, front Kevin, they're gonna be Kevin,
They're
gonna have Kevin headed. You guys should go right.
I am.
I'll go right.
Yeah, they have Kevin headed already.
Middle map on me.
You're right now where?
Middle map, we're dead. One more. Go hitting middle.
Got him.
Down by for you.
I don't think no one hit me. They're just holding Kevin headies. Behind me, behind. He spawned out.
Cabin cut.
Alright, Pharaoh's head ult.
Cabin cut somewhere.
Nice.
Fire tech, what's up? Decimate.
Absolutely, one bullet. Cabin cut.
On you. Alright, everyone, deep breath, slow down.
It's me streak.
I need help.
I'm a fighter.
I'm waiting.
Your stall's a fighter too, I think.
I have a fighter and a mortar.
Yo, dead. More. I got 2. They're in dome. Or in cabin, my bad, Kevin.
I'm on fire.
Cabin dead. Another one cabin, maybe. Another one cabin.
Yeah, I didn't touch him. Desi still in Kevin.
Farley, one shot.
I'm gonna try to nade this
I got him.
It's Pharaoh.
Get up middle. Fire tank. Not weak. 2 nades.
I'm one shot.
So many streaks to work with, and the communication is there to support it as well. Rise Nation now has broken that 200-point mark, and eRa not even able to hit 100 yet.
Yeah, this is a rough setup. Rise is showing how strong they are as a unit. Again, it cannot be stressed enough. This team is improving every single day. And I still feel like they're far from the peak of what their performance could be, even with how good they played in week 1.
I mean, we were talking, you, me, and Maven were talking the other day about which teams we really thought could just skyrocket in the league, and my pick was Rise Nation. I just feel like they are going to be one of those top teams, and Gunless is one of those players. He had an incredibly slow start at the beginning of the season. We saw him, I think it was 14 that he peaked out here with the streaks, still going to be calling in those streaks, still calling in the dividends from that crazy run he went on here.
Gunless still pushing forward, still hunting. Looney now locking down the fire alley. When you have streaks falling from the sky every second, it doesn't get much easier. A team kill from Pharaoh. The rest all for Rise Nation. They spotted everyone spawning back bunker. They're looking to end the game right here, right now. eRa, you've gotten over 100 seconds. Another team kill from Pharaoh onto Ricky.
Looking to still close it out here. They can just close it out on Cave.
Yeah.
Did a pretty impeccable hold to do it, but it looks like they're going to be able to do just that. Close this one out, 103 to 250.
Positive 30 is Rise Nation, as quite frankly, they stomp eRa in
eRa. I think they do have the SMG potential to take a win on that, but if they're not able to take this, I think we could see a quick 3-0 here as well.
Bevels, especially in that game 3, will be key for me. Pharaoh, you had a lot of team kills on that first map. Don't want to have that happen again here. Nade timing's different on St. Marie. The things we're talking about, folks, if you didn't know, the defensive side on St. Marie du Mont Search and Destroy was actually moved up from kind of that back barn area now to that close street just outside the parking lot hill. There you see the setup. Great job, Paradox, who's our incredible observer here in the Call of Duty World League, has done a fantastic job. And shout out to all the production, working basically every single day this week, continuing to put on a great show. Props to everybody, except for you, Ethan. Let's get it started. Methods and Rise Nation.
Shot at me. I was like, oh no, not again.
No, Rich, I've taken enough shot at you. So here we go. eRa, bomb going to top middle building. You don't see this too often.
We are going to see just that, though. It looks really good map control coming out here from Rise Nation. They got sights not only on B, but they also have none other than Gunless hanging out by A. eRa Eternity playing it nice and slow. They're spread out pretty evenly across the map as well.
And if you watch CWL from the start of this year, this is something we literally have never seen before. When have you ever seen the offense hold this little map positioning on this map? Look at this, they still have 3 in their base.
They're kind of already pushed somewhat into a corner. I think now they know that. They know that they need to adapt. We're going to see that come out right now.
Great nades. There's their retake.
Beautiful nades.
There's their retake opportunity, and now Rise will frantically begin to move on over. They know at least 2 nades were thrown.
Even though there's no man advantage there, by getting that pressure onto B, they are able to move in. They're going to be able to get the plant. It's going to be the hand of Bevels.
Rise, they haven't thrown any nades themselves, and they'll kill Bevels on the bomb. 25 seconds left. Ricky last alive. He's 1 shot pinned in a corner. Rise should win this every single time it's played.
It looks like he's going to come around right now. Gunless going to be able to get easy shots into Ricky, and that's going to be the round. So my question for you, Jack, was that played too defensively, too slow?
No, for the offense, it's just awkward. Again, it's just awkward because there, Rise used 1 nade, and I believe it was Methods who got into the site. At that point, if Methods is already in the site, he's not going to use his nade later in the round because he's either going to die or they're going to rotate, right? So there, they keep the nades on their player top middle, who is TJ, and their player looking to retake, who is Looney. When they nade Methods off the site, Rise wait for the perfect moment. They cook their nades, they blow Bevels up. Because it was so passively played, like you said, Rich, they only had 20 seconds left. Their hand was forced. The bomb was down. It was over.
Yeah, even when eRa is able to create that space with the nades of their own, it is just so easy for Rise to return. But now it is Rise's chance. Gunless is going to be carrying, but TJ has already fallen. So first blood in favor of eRa Eternity. And you can see they're clustered up here. A nice nade going to come out again. This time Method's going to be able to take down Decimate.
And Looney is so good at shoulder peeking this corner here to at least put a challenge on the players. We're trying to hold the site. Pharaoh makes it a 2 versus 1 as they know exactly where Methods is near the backside of this map. He'll get cut down. A good hold from eRa as they keep 3 players stacked near B.
Yeah, and that is going to tie this one up as well. And this is just so important. I can't stress how important this is for eRa.
Oh, yeah. I mean, after having watched, Red beat Echo Fox, there's now a chance for them to still do some damage this week as we move forward in the league. But Rich, one thing I do want to bring up, both first bloods so far in rounds 1 and 2 have come at the 1v1 that's gone down at A. Both times it was won by the team on defense. I'm wondering what happens when a team on offense wins that. Does it cause a full rotation? Do teams completely move? This time it's an all-out assault from eRa. They want to get in this site. They know Rise's setup, which is throw 1 nade as they've now gotten control of the bomb site.
And this is good. This is one of the reasons that we actually do see eRa being one of these strong S&D teams. They're good at being flexible. They're very agile. They're very dynamic with their strategies. But TJ going to be able to shut this down very quickly. We are even now. TJ going to be able to find the second one. Now it's a 3v2. Clock starts to dwindle down, and we see both Decimate and Ricky in a corner.
TJ, 3 kills this round, playing it beautifully from this top window. After this round ends, I'll break it down a little bit more, but 40 seconds left. Bomb down and B. These guys, this is Rise's round. Ace from TJ.
It's just an easy one for TJ.
Brilliantly done, Rich. Let me break that down for the viewers at home. TJ, instead of nading the player on bomb, they knew they weren't planning yet, naded the entry towards the site. He forced the players to give up watching top. In that moment, he crossed to the left side when he got that first blood. The ARs had no idea he crossed because in that moment, he already made the play. He made those players weak. They killed the bomb on the site, which obviously opens a round up for them then. And you saw, on those challenges, when you're slow peeking, TJ has the advantage because he sees the shadow of the player as he gets another kill. 5 straight now for TJ, and he's looking for more. The plant gonna come in as well if no nade hits him.
And that should be easy streaks if he's able to take this.
Oh,
there
gosh.
it is. So now this guy was already scary. Let's see what he can do with some streaks in his pocket. Very quickly becoming a household name in Call of Duty. It's going to be a 2v2 situation. Streak's not going to be coming out yet.
Oh,
That's a big gunfight there for Ricky, but some of the damage already done. 1v2.
Looney, 1 shot. Ricky, 1 shot. Ricky with the kill. Nice recovery there for eRa Eternity. As Ricky will get 3 kills in that round, I believe, and work towards these streaks.
Yeah, round lost, but the streak's already going the way of Rise Nation. You know, we can look at that in the later rounds. But I just want to say, when we look at these two teams, we've talked about the stakes in this particular matchup, but we really haven't looked at the stakes as a whole. When we actually do look at the league, Rise Nation definitely in a more dominating position here. A lot needs to go wrong for them. A lot needs to go right for eRa Eternity. But eRa Eternity, when they're able to pick up these wins, they can really disrupt the top 4 teams that would be going to the playoffs as we enter this round 5 tied up 2-2.
And Bevels fearlessly surges into the site and gets that first blood, but it's method to at least answers with 1 to give his team a chance. TJ streaks right away, and nobody has Mountain on, but here's the issue. TJ's the player up top. Thankfully, Decimate doesn't check his corner. Typically, you want someone else up there. The players get forced in, you easily gun them. Thankfully, they don't pick up on the fact that it's TJ calling in the streaks, and he's been the one playing top the whole damn time.
Now it's Ricky who's really close to streaks here.
I think
gonna need to pick off
so here's
one
the
more.
thing. I think here you might just use the fighter pilot to get a round win, unless, you know, 3v2. I think you send 1 top, and you might fighter pilot.
I think that's reasonable. I mean, you've already invested a lot into this round. You need to win this round.
They're going
at this
for it.
point.
No fighter pilot. He doesn't see his feet. There's 1. The second should be coming on in here momentarily.
Looks like he's going to have his back to him. Ricky's going to be able to get those streaks now, but he is going to be taken down. Round still going the way of Rise Nation, but the question is, how much can these streaks tilt the scale? We've already seen eRa's streaks before being kind of a...
That's sketchy. Sketchy. No, most certainly. I must say, though, big for Ricky to get those 2 streaks. I was wondering if they were going to call them in strictly because they already had Gunless, who was watching the flood back towards that back spawn building in ammo, so they knew no one was there. They knew they were trapped in sight. There, I was wondering if they went for a free round win. They will not. They'll still win it just by out-muscling their opponents. Now up 3-2. I don't know if they picked up on the fact that Ricky has these streaks.
Yeah, they may not even know it yet, and we can see this one's already
Oh, they do.
close.
They do, actually. Swap through the players for me here, Paradox. I think you already did it, but so I can pick up every player running Mountain. Rise Nation absolutely kept track. Great stuff from them. Zero information from Ricky on that glide bomb.
You can see right now it's Rise Nation's chance that they saw that first streak come in. May try to push up, be a little bit more aggressive here. Complete B control going the way of eRa Eternity. They have Ricky right now in the back, keeping his sight onto A. We can see it's Looney who's going to be the carrier here. But eRa Eternity looking really strong this round. TJ going to try to switch it up. He's going to call in his streaks very quickly, able to find 1. That's going to be first blood. A lot of information gain as well. That's going to allow Gunless and Methods to find the other 2. And now it's Ricky all alone.
There's absolutely differences between offense and defense in Search and Destroy. I'm baffled as to why they're not using Mountain on anyone right there. 0 people running Mountain. Not only, okay, great, they get 1 kill. They have full knowledge of where the whole team is at that point. You saw Rise just sprint into the site. All they had to do was watch that top window. They challenge 1 by 1. I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro.
I hate to beat a dead horse too. This is another situation where we're going to see streaks not play dividends for eRa Eternity.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Ricky thought maybe they didn't realize he picked up on streaks, kind of played that 50-50, and it just didn't work out. You know, I get what he's doing there, but unfortunately for eRa fans, another round lost there as this series, if they don't win this map, might be another quick 3-0.
Yeah, gap starts to widen here as well. Can see some early shots coming out here. First blood still not found. Grouped up. I like this from eRa Eternity.
But look at where Rise are pushed up to. They've got the whole map.
Yeah, I think the only thing that you can do in that situation is stay stacked up the way that they were. Now we are going to see it is Decimate and Bevels who are going to start to try to march into A, but they have to play it slow at this point. Gunless going to be able to find that first blood nice and easy, and now it's Looney who's going to be sitting up, raining down chaos from above, and all of a sudden it is just Ricky and Decimate left up. Decimate going to fall, and all of a sudden, Gunless the only one down for Rise Nation. It's a 1v3 situation. Looks like Rise Nation should be able to put their 5th round win up on the scoreboard, putting themselves on match point.
TJ already at 11 kills.
TJ's been a freak in this. I think going into this, we said that Bevels was one of the players we really need to pay attention to. 3 and 7, the All-Star is going to be TJ. 11 and 4.
12 and 4. My goodness, folks. We knew he was great at S&D, but right now he's showing it off against 3 players who are known for their prowess in online search and destroy. Pharaoh, Bevels.
Just look at this Rise roster, period.
Yes,
I mean, the way that it's formed, it just has everything. You know, you had that veteran leadership in Looney that has just put together so many teams on this roster time and time again. Then you have the breakout player from last season in Gunless. Methods, of course, he's been around for a long time, but we can call him almost the breakout player of World War II. And now TJ, the young blood, who's just outperforming everyone.
And now TJ, he's trying to hit a great timing on this flank. He knows they've been sending. Whoa! Will he get spotted? I believe he was. Wow, that could not have worked out worse for TJ. Ricky with at least 1.
Now it is going to be eRa Eternity grouped up around B. Trying to make something out of this, but we see Pharaoh go down. This time it is going to be the Gunless 2v2 situation. eRa needs to make a stand here, otherwise Rise Nation finds themselves in an incredible place to just take this series.
From a 4v2 down to a 2v2. Not a single 2-man challenge yet in this round from eRa. Another 1v1. And watch, Looney's just going to wait for this cross. Brilliantly played from Rise Nation. Ends that map with an
For the
exclamation
side
point.
of Rise Nation, but when we look at their opponents, you've already said his name countless times. It's Bevels that you got to be cheering for if you're an eRa fan. If Bevels can go off here, we might see a heartbeat for this team.
Let's get it started. Game number 3, Rise Nation, eRa Eternity. We're following Bevels off the break as he moves towards the top side of your map from the sky camera, and he gets first blood on the Looney.
Takes that first one, and now we can see it is going to be eRa Eternity trying to push up just a little bit here and get the map control. That's the second kill for them, too, getting a decent amount of momentum. Bevels finally going to be cut down, but we can see still 2 players are going to be pushed up relatively far here.
Another team using mainly airborne primed on their submachine guns on this map. I'm wondering what changed, if this is something that I somehow have missed each time I've watched this map. But again, oh,
it's bad.
My God. I think I just heard Chance on the analyst desk react to that one through my headset, as it'll be an all-out assault now as Rise Nation push forward. Gunless a 4-0 start.
Yeah, this is a beautiful start now for Rise Nation. You can see just how far pushed up they are. Decimate going to try to get a little bit cheeky here, and he does have support from Pharaoh to try to cut down this offensive play coming in from Rise Nation. That's going to be a big kill. Methods now is going to get pinched. That's an easy kill coming in here from Ricky.
They need to get that first kill a little bit quicker to give themselves a chance to pull it out. But actually, if you looked at your minimap, you had players both spawn at the top side, top right, and top left, meaning they had a free pinch on the Methods for that final kill. eRa do hold off the first offensive push, a good sign from them.
And now it is going to be Rise right off of respawns trying to get aggressive. Ricky going to be able to win a gunfight there. That's going to put Methods right into his place, and that gives eRa a little bit of time to spawn out, and they're winning their gunfights.
Yes, but unfortunately those kills happening on their side of the map, so yes, it'll be great to at least relieve some pressure. They're not going to be able to go for a flagpole off of it. It's that second wave of kills you get in your opponent's base where things really open up. Gunless, the exclamation point for the start of this match at 8-3. Looney's had a quiet series, but right now with how his teammates are playing, Rich, he doesn't really need to do anything spectacular.
Yeah, you know, 1-5, but still Rise in a pretty good position here, especially when you have Gunless at 9-3. Everybody else with relatively high interactions. See Looney going to be able to tilt that scale just a little bit now.
See, Looney gets that first kill. He knows, hey, the guy in my lane, I've cleared him out. Let me begin to push up. He's still running the airborne prime. No stun left to his name. 2 dead. Looney's got bad timing on the third, which will actually result in Ricky getting at least 1 kill. They're going to try to push forward. Again, bad timing for Looney. That's now twice in a row, as this could be a 2-piece here for Pharaoh. There it is. Oh, Looney, when you watch back this one, you're going to be shaking your head. That's frustrating for
Look,
Looney.
This should just be an easy pull and potentially even an easy run. Now Rise Nation needs to come back. They win some big gunfights. Decimate, though, with 2, now gets the pull. Last line of defense is going to be in Methods. He's taken down, and now they can run this right along that left side of your minimap. Spawns come in for Rise Nation. They got to move across the middle, and they got to find that carrier quick.
Oh my goodness. TJ just snaps on 2. We mentioned Bevels. He gets the 2-piece there to try to keep this alive. Looney challenging the corner. There it is. No bad timing this time around, as he'll get the return and stun on out to give himself some cover. As he's actually going to go for this right away, Rich.
I kind of like it. I mean, now he's in a position where the respawns are coming in. If he can find that kill, though, it would have been a completely different story. Looney going to be punished for his greed.
Gunless and Decimate are sharing this middle building. They have no idea. Now Decimate will turn around and kill Gunless. Bevels clears out TJ. And just like that, Rise will be stopped. 90 seconds left in the first half. We still have a 0-0 game.
Not only stop, now they have a little bit of momentum. This is that second wave of kills that you were talking about just a little bit earlier. If they find some big kills here, they are going to be able to convert that into a point very easily, but the likes of Gunless and TJ have something to say of that, but Bevel's gonna be sneaky here. Bevels can come up with that sneaky play. Look for the kill.
Methods isn't falling for it, come on. He sniffs it out and cleans him up. 1 minute left. Rise still looking for this first cap.
Clock
beautiful shot.
Dwindling down as well. Only about 50 seconds are going to be remaining here. Very back and forth. We've seen pressure coming out from both of these sides. Now Looney going to be able to get another pull in this situation. eRa needs to move back. Methods going to be here to try to take out a few. He finds Ricky. Looney does a huge 2-piece. Now running down the side. He's got to get help.
Oh, no one's around the corner. TJ with the kill. He'll grab the flag, and now it's off to the races. He's got airborne as well. The first nade misses. No second nade to come in. Rise Nation will cap with 20 seconds left inside 1.
And it doesn't look like, as you said, only 20 seconds. It doesn't look like eRa's going to have enough time to really contest here. But Pharaoh gets a big kill. He's back in the base. Now it's going to be the crosshairs of TJ Halley. He moves back just a little bit, but all of a sudden, all eRa is erased from this map. Now it's just Decimate and Bevels hanging out in the home base, and that clock gonna tick on down. Rise Nation gonna be up as we head into the second half.
Rise Nation 5 minutes away now from a 3-0 sweep of eRa Eternity.
I favored Rise a lot, but did not expect this one to be a 3-0.
I think the big thing for me is that it wasn't close in games 1 and 2. That's it.
In the S&D, it wasn't close at all.
It was 2-2, and then TJ gets a couple streaks, and eRa they weren't running mountain. They were not challenging anything, and you
talk about their streaks as well. I mean, you talk about the streaks that Ricky actually does call in. I think that seeing that happen in the S&D was when all of a sudden 3-0 does look really likely, because they probably won the map pick here as well. But as we enter this final round, Rise Nation is already leading.
TJ, no streaks for you, my friend. 4 straight kills for eRa off the break, 1 from every single player. They want to start this second half off right. 30 seconds in, already pushed forward. Now they need the second wave of kills. There's 1. Looney on that 7.5 second respawn delay. Gunless will join him. Methods though with the pinch. 2 versus 2. 2 versus 1. TJ's 1 shot. TJ is dead. Flag now out for eRa, as Rise will have to go for the stop.
And you know, Bevels was that player that you really highlighted. You needed to see him go off. Right now, he's going to be the carrier, and also he's working. That was rough.
He tried to dive in, bait out the player to chase, and as he went back out, the stun hits him right in the face. You were about to mention it before I cut you off, Rich. Apologies there, but I think you were going to highlight he was close to streaks.
He was close to streaks, and the main thing is all of a sudden, the second he comes alive, we see him with a flagpole in his hand. So if Bevels can keep this momentum going, 13 and 12 at the moment, this is where eRa could come alive.
Look at this. Even the flag cap that Rise had, it came down to a clutch timing 1v1 win for TJ Halley. Outside of that, eRa have done a fantastic job holding off this pressure from Rise.
As Rise is completely different from the first 2 maps.
Oh, yeah.
100% agree. 100% agree there.
And you know what the thing is for me, though? It's been much more even slaying. 30 kill difference in the hard point here. Maybe a 2 kill advantage. Maybe 1 now for Rise Nation.
Now we can see it is going to be Rise Nation that's definitely on the hunt here, but still waiting for 2 more to respawn. But the players that were pushed up, we start to see first Looney going to be taken out. Now it's Methods. Methods being a little bit cheeky, waiting for a little bit of backup. Gonna play it nice and cool here, but Gunless is taken down, so the cavalry will not arrive. So he pops on out, is able to find one. Now he's gonna move around in search for more, trying to mitigate any offensive pressure that could come in.
Methods just gets 2 kills middle map. And Ricky's now stunned. Rise have the numbers here. Ricky dead. Final player in middle should give away his position here. There he is. Pharaoh, he'll at least take 2 to the grave, which is all you can ask for as Rise. Because of that, we'll have to play a little bit more passively. Can't flood up the map with their 3v1 number advantage.
I mean, Pharaoh grabbing 2 on his way out puts Rise in a situation where they can't really even attempt to push up.
Yep.
You can see right now, still sitting inside of the base, just waiting for eRa to come on knocking, and they're going to do just that. And Pharaoh's going to slam that door down with a kill onto TJ. This is looking like a big offensive opportunity.
Every lane pushed. Number advantage eRa. 2 more. Everyone's dead on Rise. 1 player just spawned up. It's TJ. Only gets 1. Gunless now alive. He's going to nade the flag. It's not going to happen. This flag is out, and everyone's just now coming off spawn. 2 minutes remaining. I don't think anyone should get here in time for Rise Nation. As Pharaoh will even make Looney 1 shot. That's a capture for eRa. That's... Oh.
There's still hope. There's still hope they're going to be able to get it. That is going to be the cap, and now we see a player for eRa starting to get very close to streaks. I like the play by Looney, though. It didn't work out, but you saw him right off his spawn say, I am just going to try to counter pull.
What is the difference there from every other pull from eRa? The second wave of kills in the base, Rich. Makes all the difference. Now TJ waiting for his teammates to get at least 1 before he pulls this flag. If you see a kill from Rise Nation, you should see a flag pull by TJ. There's 1, there's the pull instantly. Force these eRa players to react. If TJ wins 1 gunfight in middle map, this could be a capture for Rise Nation. He's buying time. There's 1. He needs help, though. He needs help. There's a timing behind him. He's going to get shot in the back. TJ now dead. Unfortunately, Rise with not enough map positioning.
Oh, Ricky should just be able to pull this without contest, but finally we do see that his Looney is able to come back. Now Pharaoh going to be able to trade out that kill as he pushes up, respawns in for Rise Nation. They're still huddled up inside of their base, and they find Pharaoh.
Reminder for folks at home, rules have changed a little bit different now. There's extra time and there's overtime. Extra time here, if this remains even, we'll have 1 minute of extra play if the flag is out. As we continue to wait for overtime, Decimate trying to pinch on a Method's not going to happen there. He might just go for a flag pull. Nope, he gets spotted.
But Bevel's going to be able to get these streaks, and Bevels was the player we highlighted. Asleep just a little bit, all of a sudden he's 20 and 15, 5 able to grab these streaks.
I think you just call him in.
And, already pushed up at this point, call them in, maybe try to convert that flag cap. We can see right now TJ Halley with the heads-up play, though. He's going to run straight towards that flag, but it's just Decimate who's...
Nope, Ricky's there. So here's the thing. As I went to say, maybe just call them in. They had 2 teammates alive, pushed up. But not the case there, as they do die in their 1v1 gunfights. We're going to overtime now. No flag was pulled, so we won't be seeing any extra time. Rules for the first half of OT, it's basically stopwatch. You set the time that you can with the capture. If no one caps in the first half of overtime, we go into a golden capture scenario in the second half. If no one caps in the second half, then we run the whole thing back, Rich.
And we are going to have to see in this final round in this extra round, how it will go. But entering it, Devils is going to have those streaks. He's quickly cut down there by TJ. How big of a factor do you think these streaks can play?
Here's the thing, on a map like Flag Tower, obviously probably the smallest map we have in play in competitive Call of Duty right now. That's it. Bevels died last. That's the issue. Bevels just died last on this pull. Look, he's still dead. Still dead. Still dead. Still dead. Still now just spawned. Go ahead. Call on a streak. He's already at his flag. If Bevels dies first there, they have a chance.
That was incredibly quick.
That's the thing. Because of how fast that map is, Bevels dies last. TJ gets the flag halfway across the map. 35 seconds. He's just going to streak right off spawn.
I mean, you have to at this point. Otherwise, you're probably not even going to be able to use them. Clock already just dwindling down. This is starting to look like a 3-0.
He's waiting for the 15 seconds at the start of the map to call it in. He just waited 15 of their 36 seconds. They went all in on 1 potential pull. Fighter pilot gets 2, but TJ had a fighter pilot of his own. GG's. Rise Nation will 3-0 eRa Eternity, as there's just not enough time to get across the map.
Saving grace, though, for eRa Eternity in that map. That map did look a lot less one-sided than what we saw coming out in the first 2.